pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Calling all senior high school students. Let us all be super this second semester. Join your volunteer ETUlay tutors for science and technology subjects every Monday and be #Mahusay. Explore the incredible world of physical science with Tutor Lester and Tutor Nell, 4 o'clock to 4:40 p.m. Be internet smart and discover more about the different ICT tools that you can use on Empowerment Technologies together with Tutor Jane and Tutor Janelle, 4:40 to 5:20 p.m. Let Tutor Edson, Tutor Echo, and Tutor Leo guide you on how to be prepared for various hazards on disaster readiness and risk reduction, 4 o'clock to 4:40 p.m. And learn the concepts of genetics, biodiversity, anatomy and physiology, and evolution on General Biology 2 with Tutor Easter and Tutor Tina, 4:40 to 5:20 p.m. Be part of our team and be #Mahusay.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your Tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Hello learners, teacher, parents, and to all DRRR Patrol. This is Tutor Edson with my partner, not one, but two for another subject full of fun and learning. And I'm here to guide you to explore disaster readiness, safety, and risk reduction, and your official navigator.
And this is your tutor Leo, your loving tutor, your environmentalist tutor, and your optimistic friendly tutor.
Ayan, magandang hapon, Tutor Leo. Kamusta naman dyan sa Nueva Ecija?
Okay, so okay naman po dito sa amin. So mainit po siya dito at parang okay na para magbilad ng mais dito sa aming probinsya.
Ayan, talagang ano 'no, maraming gawain diyan sa probinsya, Tutor Leo 'no. Dito naman sa Pampanga ay pabago-bago ang panahon 'no, Tutor Leo. Pero, bukod diyan siyempre nasa fourth quarter na tayo, Tutor Leo. Kaya naman sa lahat ng ating mga guro at mga learners, handa na ba kayo para sa ating DRRR Disaster Readiness and Risk Reduction Quarter 4? Ang topic natin ngayon ay more on sa hazard pa rin tayo, Tutor Leo, ayan. So we need to check our attendance din 'no, Tutor Leo. So please share our live stream. Kindly write your name on our chat box, your grade and section, your school and your location and name of your teacher. And don't forget, please be respectful with your comments. Tutor Leo?
And don't forget to like and share itong live stream na ito para maabot natin ang kapwa nating learners sa iba't ibang dako ng Pilipinas.
Ayan.
So,
And of course, syempre, mag-uumpisa na natin ang fourth quarter natin, Tutor Leo, with the Disaster Readiness and Risk Reduction Quarter 4, Week 1. Ayan. So we will talk about the geological hazard, landslide, and the sinkhole. Ayan, Tutor Leo. And for our
so our
notes, Tutor
most
Leo.
essential learning competency for today, Sir, discuss the different geological hazard, analyze the causes of geological hazard, and lastly, recognize sign of impending geological hazard.
Ayan. So they need to follow their
Okay? For our
module.
DRR patrol, name me.
Okay.
Sir,
So,
Edson, okay, ready na
yes.
ba mga
Yan.
learners ka DRRR?
Okay, for
Identify
our
the term
learners, DRR
described in
Patrol.
the picture.
Okay. So now let's identify the first one, Tutor Leo. So for the first one, here we go.
Okay?
So I think how many letters kaya to, Tutor Leo? 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. There are 9 letters for these pictures. Okay? For this picture. Kindly look this picture to our learners, no? And then I'll give you only 5 seconds to answer. So, ready? Start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there are some answer that I can see on our chat box, Tutor Leo, no? Some of those who answer sinkhole and then some who are with the S, no? Sinkholes. Ayan, no? So sabi ni Princess, no? Sabi niya sinkhole, kay
And
Mitch, ayan. At kay Darine, sinkhole, sabi niya, ayan. At si Dexter. And the
pero
answer
Tutor
is,
Edson, yan ba ang tunay na sagot?
so
Tingnan
let us
natin.
see, Tutor Leo.
Okay.
Ayan, the correct answer is sinkholes with S. And then for those who did not get the correct answer, meron pa tayong susunod, Tutor Leo. Congratulations sa mga nakasagot. Ayan. Yan, Tutor Leo. How many
Okay.
letters ba yan, Tutor Leo? Ilang letters
2,
siya?
4, 6, 8, 9. 9
Okay, 9
letters,
din.
Tutor Edson.
Okay.
So ano kayang tamang sagot?
So ayan, so kindly look the pictures, no? At the picture para makita natin or malaman natin kung ano yung sagot dito. Ayan. Okay, so may mga sumagot na avalanche, okay? So sabi ni Althea, ayan. Sabi rin ni Princess, ayan, nakasagot sila si Francine Joy. So Tutor Leo, ito ba ang tamang sagot? Sabi din ni Louis Ford at ni
Ang
Dexter. Ayan.
tamang sagot, Tutor Edson at mga ka-DRR ay avalanche. You're right, mga ka-DRR.
Congratulations. And I think Tutor
Okay?
Leo, meron pa yata tayo.
Ay, isa pa. Sige, gusto pa yata nila, Tutor Edson. Okay? Yan.
Okay,
There
how
are 2,
about
4,
this
6,
one?
8, 10 letters.
Okay, for this picture, no, there
Ano
are
kayang sagot
10
dyan?
letters. Ayan. So kindly write your
Parang
answer on
magulo
the
yung
chat
picture eh.
box. Yes.
May crack.
So ano kaya ito, Tutor
So yung
Leo?
mga building talaga wala na eh.
Ayan, so may mga sumagot si RJ, si Troy, si Wendy, ang sabi nila ay earthquake. At ayan, sabi rin ni ni Ram, ni Kit, no? Ang sabi ay earthquake. Earthquake nga ba ito, Tutor Leo?
Kaya nga, ipakita natin ang tamang sagot at ang tamang sagot ay earthquake. Hindi nga kayo nagkamali mga ka-DRRR. You're correct.
Ayan. Congratulations to all our students who got the correct answer, no? And then for those who did not get the correct answer, syempre meron pa tayo mamaya sa ating DRR quiz. So Tutor Leo, let's start our lesson for today.
So tatlong yon ay may kinalaman sa ating lesson ngayon. Okay? We have, lahat po sila ay geologic hazard. Okay? When we say geological hazard, it is gradual or sudden natural earth processes which causes injury, loss of life, property damage, loss of livelihood and services, social and economic disruption, or environmental changes. Kung makikita ninyo yung sinagutan nyo kanina, like earthquake, sinkhole, avalanche, and the last one is the volcanic eruption.
Yes.
Yan po yung dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon po
Yes.
ng disaster po sa ating bansa at sa buong bansa.
So the correct
Okay?
yung
So
kanina
ano nga
pala,
ba yung
no?
pinapakita sa ating table, Tutor Edson?
Ayan for our table, but we need to correct the pronunciation muna nung kanilang avalanche. Okay, it's avalanche. Ayan, no, medyo maartisa, no? From the word
Ay,
as in VA, so VUA siya, no? Avalanche, parang ganun, no? Medyo maartisa, no? Ayan. So
para
for
maarte, ano,
this table,
Tutor Edson,
yes.
avalanche.
Okay. For this table naman, as we can see, no, these are the flash flood and landslide, and then the month and year kung kailan nangyari in our country, and then the maximum event of rainfall, depth of flood, and casualties and missing. In Ormoc City, way back in November 1991, there are 500, for the maximum event of rainfall, 580, no, 0.5 millimeter. 3 days na nangyari to, no? So, what happened is 3 to 4 meters yung tinaas, no? So there are casualties of 4,921 and missing are 3,000. In Camiguin also in November 2001, it happened in 3 days also. For the casualties is 180 and then for the missing is 72. In Panawan Island in 2003, okay, it happened also and casualties are 154 and missing is 40. In Reyna, Quezon in November 2004, it happened also and there are 1,068 casualties and missing are 553. And in St. Bernard in Leyte, and later on, Tutor Leo, we will talk about Leyte kasi it happened last month lang, no? Nung actually it's February and until now, inaayos pa ito, no? So mamaya pag-uusapan din natin 'yan. And then with the St. Bernard in Leyte, and Leyte na naman 'to, no? In 2006, okay? 2006, casualties are 1,447 and the missing are 968. Ayan. In Albay in 2006 also nangyari din ito, no? So there are casualties of 604 and 419 missing. Ayan. So actually hindi na natin nalagay yung iba kasi later on we will discuss yung latest na nangyari sa Pilipinas somewhere in Leyte. Ayan, Tutor Leo.
Okay? Okay, landslide. Unahin natin ang landslide. When we say landslide, it is a rock, dirt, or debris falling down a sloping section of land. Sabi nga, ito yung Tutor Edson tsaka ka-DRR, ito yung mga lupa na bumabagsak because of mga bato na pwedeng causes ng hangin, pwede ng water, na bumabagsak ito sa paanan po ng ating bundok or doon po, kahit
Yes.
hindi po sa bundok, sa tubig. Nagkakaroon po ng
So, yan,
landslide.
no? Yes. So the term landslide, Tutor Leo, described as a wide variety of processes that results in the downward and outward movement of slow-forming materials, including rock, soil, artificial fill, or a combination of these. The materials may move by falling, toppling, sliding, spreading, or flowing. Ito yung mga nangyayari sa landslide, Tutor Leo. Ayan. So there are causes of landslide also, Tutor Leo, no? The first one is Ayan, Tutor Leo.
Yes,
The first one is geology.
Tutor
Okay, so
Edson.
geology, this refers to the materials of the soil or rock in the area or can be the layers of earth as weakened or stiffened in some part. Okay, some causes are yun nga, no? Sabi kanina, no? Weak or sensitive materials, weathered materials, or shear jointed or fissured materials. There are also adverse oriented discontinuity, okay? Like bedding, schistosity, fold, unconformity, and contact, and so forth. Ayan. And of course, it happened also the contrast and permeability and or sometimes stiffness of materials, Tutor Leo. Okay. So how about the morphology,
The
Tutor
second
Leo?
one is morphology. This refers to the structure of the land. The soil or rock has weakened through loss of vegetation or root system which hold the soil in place. So meron tayong mga lugar wherein nagkakaroon ng landslide kasi wala nang kinakapitan yung lupa. Tama,
Yes.
Tutor Edson? And
Yes,
because
no?
of
There
that,
are,
marami kasi ang ginagawa ng mga tao, okay, nagtatanim sila sa bundok, o kaya nagpuputol sila ng kahoy. Kaya nga, okay, what will happen, magkakaroon ng landslide.
ayan, tama yun, no, Tutor Leo. Actually, in the morphological, there are causes also like, for example, for the tectonic or volcanic uplift. There are also, it happens also in glacial rebound, no? Fluvial wave or glacial erosion of slope to or lateral margins. There are also, it happen also in subterranean erosion, okay? Like solution piping, ayan. And it happen also to this deposition loading slope or it crest. Sometimes vegetation removal, for example, there are fire, no, or drought, ayan, towing, freeze and tow weathering, shrink and swell weathering. Ayan. And the last one, Tutor Leo, it's human activity. When we talk about human activity, to make way for agriculture and construction, trees are needed to be cut down, irrigation, deforestation, and excavation can weaken the integrity of the earth. Sometimes it also happen, no, pag there are loading of slope or its crest, no, the ground down, sabi nga kanina, no? And the mining, it can cause the human activity. Yan. So artificial vibration is a cause also. Water leakage from utilities is one of those cause for human activity. Ayan, Tutor Leo. And then for the rainfall, Tutor Leo.
Okay, rainfall induce landslide. So it can form debris flows when they mix with additional water and sediment from their path. It may sweep away a whole community in an instant. Okay? So
Ayan,
kung
Tutor
makikita
Leo.
ninyo sa
Next.
picture mga
Mm-mm.
ka-DRR, so what happened? Mula sa tuktok ng ating mountain, kapag umulan, what happened? Okay,
Ayan.
umulan, palalambutin niya yung lupa sa taas ng bundok, and what will happen, okay, may sasama yung tubig at saka yung lupa papunta po sa daanan. So, yan po
Ayan,
pinapakita ng
so
picture
ayun
natin.
nga, no? So for the debris flow track, ayan, Tutor Leo dun sa picture. Ayan. Okay, Tutor Leo.
So, Tutor
So
Edson, there are impending sign of rainfall-induced landslide. Ano ang mga ito, Tutor Edson?
so for example na ayan nga, no? So, as we can see, no, unusual noises, okay? What will happen is there are breaking trees or knocking boulders together, no? You will heard also the rumbling sound is noticeable talaga. Maririnig talaga natin, and rapid rise in water level na nangyayari sa mga ilog natin, Tutor Leo. Ayan.
Kaya nga mga ka-DR, kapag itong tatlong sign na ito ay na-notice ninyo, dali-dali mag-evacuate na po kayo. Okay? Kapag sinabi ng gobyerno na mag-evacuate na kayo. Wag nang matigas ang ulo. Okay? Sinkholes. When we say
Okay,
sinkhole, Tutor
ayan.
Edson, it is a depression or hole caused by the collapse of the surface layer of the ground. So paano nga ba itong sinkhole na ito? Tutor
Ayan, actually,
Edson?
Tutor Leo, there are three main situations that can cause sinkhole, no? The first one is if the rocks below the surface are made of materials that dissolve in water, such as limestone or gypsum, okay? The other one, when the rock under the surface doesn't dissolve in water, but instead made of grains that are small enough to be carried away by underground water currents. Currents, ayan, actually, it's currents. Then the third one is the situation has nothing to do with the underground water current. It's all about water movement above ground. They are triggered by intense rainstorm of flood or burst along a long-term leakage from sewer or storm water pipes. Ayan, Tutor Leo.
Okay, there are kinds of sinkhole, Tutor Edson at mga ka-DRR. We have natural sinkhole at saka man-made sinkhole. Pag sinabi nating natural sinkhole, it is caused by physical or chemical erosion. So kung makikita natin sa picture natin,
Yes.
natural sinkhole po yan because nagkaroon ng weathering, mass wasting, because of nagkaroon ng butas o sinkhole sa lugar na po yan. How
Yan,
about
tama
man-made
yan, no,
sinkhole?
Tutor
Tutor
Leo, no? Actually,
Edson.
the second one is man-made sinkhole. So when we talk about man-made sinkhole, these are actually, ayun, nabulol ako, no? It occurs when the structural integrity of underlying bed materials is compromised as an urban area is developed. Lakes and sewage lines and water pipes may wash away underlying materials that supports roads and other urban structure. Some are caused by drilling, mining, road construction, and broken water or underground pipes. Ayan. So there are types of sinkhole, Tutor Leah. So what are these types of sinkholes?
Okay. Okay, there are types of ninyo sa picture kung ano pong ganap. Cover collapse, yung nasa gitna. And the last one, we have the cover subsidence. So, sasabihin namin kung ano po yung pagkakaiba ni Tutor Edson itong tatlong ito. The first one is the solution sinkhole. This is common in areas that have been thin cover of soil on the surface of the ground to water erosion. So, as the bedrock erode, nag-erode po siya, is formed over a period, eventually forming a hole. The bedrock may collapse suddenly or it may happen over time. So, sa surface pa lang ng lupa natin, kapag meron na siyang crack sa ating lupa, kapag pumasok na po doon yung tubig, the possibility talaga, i-erode niya po yung iba't ibang bahagi po ng surface of the ground. So, ganyan po, magko-collapse po siya. And the second one is the cover collapse sinkhole. Tutor
And
Edson?
then, yes, Tutor Leo, no? So the other one is the collapsing hole. A crack starts once the bedrock begins to get eroded. Weak points begin to form in the layers of soil above it. The weak points eventually become a large hole within the bedrock that cannot support the weight above it. The collapse occurs in an instant and can create large holes in a matter of minutes. Oh, yeah. As you can see on the picture, no? It occurs when the bedrock is covered by a deep layer of soil and earth. Ayan, Tutor Leo.
Yan po. Kapag nagkaroon ng cover collapse, kasi pag nagkaroon na ng butas okay, sa lupa at meron mga remnants ng mga rocks, talagang mabilis na babagsak ito sa ground or sa cave po ng ating loob ng ground. And we have the cover subsidence sinkhole. This occurs when the bedrock is covered by soil and materials or rocks that are not well knitted together. The soil in this area are lupa that we cracks na meron po sa ating loob ng ating bedrock. Okay, creating a cavity on the surface of the soil. So, ang pupunan niya lang po na space ay yung talagang empty. Okay? Doon papasok po yung clay at saka sand kasi ito yung mga particles na maliliit. Yun lang ang pwedeng makapasbay sa mga spaces na yan. Tutor Edson and mga ka-DRR. And meron yata tayong
Yes.
pending sign of a sinkhole.
Yes, Tutor Leo, no? So there are impending signs
Tutor
of
Edson, and
sinkhole.
what are those?
Okay, number one is new cracks at the foundation of buildings and houses. It happens kasi, Tutor Leo, pag hindi ito na-check ng maayos, pag ginagawa pa lang, no, there are times kasi na, though most of the engineers dagan they double check it, but it happens that, syempre, they thought that it's okay na, no? There are some cases na akala mo okay na siya, but the following day, nakita mo, no, may crack na pala siya. Pero akala mo it's ordinary lang because nag-dry lang siya, but we need to check that ano, no, kasi what will happen now is talagang masisira or babagsak yung building na yan at magkakabutas talaga siya. So there are, ayun nga, cracks in an area. We can see na pag
Yun
nakakita
yung
na tayo
unang
ng
sign, ano,
crack,
Tutor?
as much as possible, we need to ano na, bigyan na natin ito ng gagawa na tayo ng
Importansya.
paraan para ng ano, kasi importante ito. What will happen is baka lumaki pa ito, Tutor Leo, no? So there are also depression at ground level, a rapid appearance of crater in the ground also. Ayan. Yes, Tutor
Okay?
Leo?
For Quarter 4, Week 1, ready na ba kayo mga ka-DRR? DRR Patrol Quiz, identify the term described in each item. Okay? So the first one,
Okay, bago ang lahat, Tutor Leo, no, babatiin natin muna yung ating mga nanonood ngayon mula sa iba't ibang panig ng Pilipinas bago natin umpisan to, Tutor Leo, no? Dahil na-miss tayo ng mga estudyante natin, no? Hello kay Donna Asejo ng CNHS, SGO Mabalacat City, kay Jover ng 11 Gold ng Daniel R. Aguinaldo National High School, kay Maymay, ayan, ng Lorenzo Sarmiento National High School, kay Ivan Aguinaldo, kay Samantha Grace, at sa eto kay Abigail Dagyong ng Aurora Senior High School, SDO Isabela, at marami pa tayong kasama ngayong hapon na to na sigurado naman na sasamahan tayo ngayon sa DRR Patrol Quiz Quarter 4, Week 1. Okay, for this one, identify the term describing each item. So mga ka-DRR, mga DRR Patrol Tudies, are you ready? With Tutor Leo. Ready, Tutor Leo? For
the
number
first
one, what
question,
is the what is the primary cause of sinkhole? Tutor Leo for the choices.
A. Water, B. Infrastructure, C. Fallen trees, and D. Nutrients-dense soil.
Yan. So we will give you only 5 seconds to answer. You can write your answer on our chat box. Ayan. So may mga sumasagot na, no? Ang sabi, letter A. Ano ba ang letter A na ito? Water. Ayan, yung iba may sumagot ng, ayan, puro letter A, no? Ang sabi ni Trisha, ayan, ni Cristel Altea, water. Sabi rin ni Princess Crystal Kent, Donna, ayan. So it's water daw. So, ayan, hello kay Tutor Rinier De Jesus, ang sagot niya, ayan, talagang pati si Tutor nandiyan, no, kasama natin. Sabi niya, it's water. Water nga ba ang tamang sagot, Tutor Leo?
And the correct answer, mga ka-DRR, is letter A. Okay? You got it?
Congratulations! Ayan, congratulations to our learners. Ayan, tignan natin sa mga hindi nakakuha. Let's do the number 2. So, what is number 2, Tutor
Okay,
Leo?
patikim pa lang yun. How about question number 2?
Okay, for number 2, which of the following is an impending sign for rainfall induced a landslide? Is it A, Tutor Leo?
A. Lower water levels of the creeks. B. Trees are swaying with the wind. C. New cracks at the foundation of buildings and houses. And letter D. Unusual noises such as breaking of trees or knocking boulders together. Ano kayang tamang
So, you
sagot,
will...
mga ka-DRR?
Yan. Ayan, so I'll give you only 5 seconds to answer. So titingin tayo sa ating chat box. So may mga sumagot, sabi it's letter D, unusual noises such as breaking trees or knocking boulders together. Ayan, so letter D ang sagot ni Ricky, ni Mitch, ni Donna, ni Rangel, ni Cherry, ni Trisha, ni Limuel, at ayan, si Kerubin, ang ating mga talagang masusugid na mga tutors, no? So, Tutor Leo, what is the answer for number 2?
Okay, tinan natin kung nakinig sila sa atin. Tutor Edson, and the correct answer is letter D. Okay?
Ayan. So, yun, no? Letter D, unusual noises such as breaking trees or knocking boulders together. Yan. For number 3. So, number 3, which of the following is a geological hazard? Is it A, tutor layer?
Letter A, sinkhole. Letter B, landslide. Letter C, earthquake. And letter D, all of the above. So, what are you waiting
So,
for?
5
Type
seconds
your
to
answer
answer.
in our chat box.
Okay, sabi ni Limwell, letter D. Okay, all of the above daw. At
Lahat?
sabi ni Francikiel, ang
Lahat
ganda
kayang
ng pangalan nito,
sagot?
no? Yes, ang ganda ng pangalan ni Francikiel. Ayan. O, may Francine Joy, kung may Francikiel, may Francine, no? Pare-pareha sila ng sagot. Even tutor Ringer, letter D, all of the above. Ayan, si Mitch, si Donna, si Lele. Napakasipag talaga ng mga estudyante natin ito, tutor Leo. So, what is the answer,
Ayan,
tutor
Tutor
Leo?
Edson. And the correct answer
Yes.
is all of the above. Additional volcanic eruption. Hindi lang
Ayan,
nailagay dyan.
congratulations.
Okay.
Ayan. So number 4, Tutor Leo,
Number 4.
what type of sinkhole occurs when the bedrock is covered by a deep layer of soil and earth? Then the bedrock erodes, resulting into a hole. So for the
A.
choices, Tutor Leo.
A. Letter sinkhole. B. Cover collapse sinkholes. Letter C. Solution sinkholes. And letter D. Cover subsidence sinkhole.
Okay, so let
Type
us wait
your
for our
answer
students to
in our
answer. No,
chat
ayan, may
box.
mga sumasagot na. Ayan, ang sabi ni Eliza, ni Maymay, ni Louie, ni Princess, ni Nicole, Cristel, Karil. Ayan, ang dami, no? Si Dexter, ayan. So, letter D, cover subsidence sinkhole. So, what is the correct answer, Tutor Leo?
And the correct answer, mga ka-DR, is letter B. Cover collapse sinkholes. Okay?
Ayan. So for number 5, ayan, no? So Mark observed that the soil at their backyard, alitin ko, no? Mark observed that the soil at their backyard was made of a mixture of clay and sand and somewhat a bit loose. A shallow depression can be seen forming. He called the attention of their barangay and they said that a sinkhole is forming. What kind of sinkhole is being formed? Tutor Leo?
Okay? Letter A, sinkholes. B. Cover collapse sinkhole. Letter C. Solution sinkhole. And letter D. Cover subsidence
Okay, so type your answer on our chat box. Some answer
sinkhole.
letter B and letter D. So for B, ang sabi naman ng iba, no? Ang sabi is cover collapsing hole. Ang sabi naman is cover subsiding hole. So Tutor Leo, what is the answer?
Okay? Okay, let's find out. The correct answer is letter D. Cover subsidence
Yan.
sinkhole.
So
Okay? May naka-perfect ba sa
yes,
atin?
how many of you got all the correct answer, no? Pag perfect, congratulations. And kahit hindi perfect, congratulations kasi you did your best naman, no? Bawi na lang tayo sa next episode natin. Ayan. So, Tutor Leo?
May assignment sila? Tutor Edson?
Okay, for the DRRR patrol assignment, of course, no? Write landslide awareness, list at least 5 ways on how to prevent landslide. Of course, send your answer on Facebook to our DRR ETUlay with Tutor Edson, Tutor Leo, and Tutor Echo, no? You can send to our page, no? Ito, as makikita sa ating screen. Ayan, Tutor Leo. So,
Agan po, ang
they
cut-off
can
po ng
lang na lang.
pagpasa po ng inyong assignment ay Friday po ng hapon, Tutor Edson, at mga ka-DRR.
Yes. Yes, hanggang Friday ng hapon. Kasi Saturday bawal na tayo, 'di ba? Ang
Yes
sabi is
po.
bawal magpa-assignment ng Saturday. Ayan. So Monday to Friday, yan. So maganda ipasa natin hanggang Friday. Ayan, Tutor Leo, next.
Okay, for our patrol tips, ibibigay sa atin ni Tutor Edson. So ano ba ay yung patrol tips mo ngayon, Tutor Edson, sa ating mga
Actually,
learners?
Actually this one is patrol tips, kasama pa rin natin si Tutor Echo, Tutor Leo 'no. It happened ito last month lang 'no. So makikita natin sa picture, Tutor Leo, pakita natin yung pictures. Ayan. Okay, nandiyan na ba ang picture? Ayan, Tutor Leo. So makikita natin sa
Oh
picture ano
my
yung maano diyan, Tutor Leo. So bahay siya, 'di
gosh,
ba, na
Tutor Edson.
yes, Tutor Leo, alam mo ba na it happened last February 28, 2022, no? Nangyari ito, Tutor Leo. Some iba't ibang part, but some part na nangyari sa atin wherein in Lanao del Norte, no? According to Pag-asa issued in rainfall advisory to low pressure area, wherein the LGUs of Tubod and Baro experienced flooding due to the massive volume of water caused by the continuous heavy rain and high tide. It happened also last month din sa Leyte, no? And then dito naman sa Tubod, Baroy, due to the this weather pala, the LGU Magsaysay experienced a landslide along the Magsaysay Tubod National Road of Barangay Bagikikon. The LGUs ordered preemptive evacuation selected residents. Ayan, kasi mayroon tayong mga estudyante na nanonood ngayon na taga Lanao, no? So the affected population, Tutor Leo, a total of 219 families, wherein there are 909 persons were affected talaga. And then out of the 175 families, 695
Ngayon yan,
person.
Tutor Edson?
Yes, this year nangyari lang ito, no? So, noong March 1, nakabalik naman sila. Pero may nangyari din sa Leyte. Pero ito yung pinaka-latest na, kumbaga, nakabalik na sila, medyo bumabalik na sila doon sa normal. So, bibigyan lang natin sila ng konting, dito, Tutor Leo. So, a total of 219 families, as I've said a while ago, or 909 person were affected. Nakabalik pa lang sila noong March 1. And then roads and bridges collapse, no? May mga nag-collapse actually, or may nag-crack naman, may mga nag-crack lang. Tapos for the nagkaroon talaga ng barangay wide power outage, ayun. Talagang nagkaroon ng power interruption dahil sa landslide at maraming naapektuhan na tawag dito kabuhayan, Tutor Leo. Hindi lang kabuhayan, pati yung mga animals, no, na inaalagaan na apektuhan din. So what we are going to do is, once na ang LGU natin, sabi ko nga last time when we discussed during the third quarter, no, pag meron tayong mga sakuna na nangyayari na ganito, as much as possible we need to watch sa mga news at makinig sa mga radyo kung wala tayong television. As much as possible we need to be aware para kagad tayo makapag-evacuate, Tutor Leo. Ayan.
Actually, Tutor Edson, so meron akong na-research din. Ngayong April 14, noong April 14, 2022, sa Abuyog, Philippines, Tropical Storm Meji in the Philippines leave at least 148 deaths. Okay? So, ang dami niyang napatay because of this disaster. And sabi niya dito, 93 had not found, but at least 103 were still missing. Pinaghanap pa rin ngayon.
Yes,
103.
nakakalungkot 'yan, Tutor Leo, 'no? Actually, kaya nga pinapakita natin dito ngayon, Tutor Leo, yung mga nangyari, para makita yung paano natin tulungan yung mga nangangailangan talaga at kung paano yung gagawin, Tutor Leo, kagaya niyan, meron mga missing pa. So nakakalungkot ito, Tutor Leo, kaya dapat maging aware talaga tayo. That's why we discuss kung ano ang maaaring mangyari when there is a landslide, no? It can talaga get life talaga, Tutor Leo. Ayan. And then for those who are to our learners na nanonood ngayon, as much as possible, we need to be aware sa mga nangyayari. Ayan. Tutor Leo?
Okay? So, for our ETUlay online tutorial, so mark our calendar. April 18 to 22, this is our week 1. April 25 to 26, this is our week 2. Sa May 2 at saka May 30, magpapahinga po tayo because of election-related activities dahil po sa darating na election. Okay, yung mga candidates natin. Okay? Okay, piliin natin. May 16 to 20, our week 3. May 23 to 27, that is week 4. Tutor Edson,
Ayan, and
meron
of
pa ba?
course, no, so yes, so sa May 30, our week 5, then June 6 on week 6, and then June 13, week 7, and then of course, we will have our recognition from June 20 to 24. Ayan, Tutor Leo.
Okay,
Next, Tutor
so
Leo.
ayan, meron tayong QR code. Ano yung QR code na yan, Tutor Edson at saka mga
Ayan.
ka-DRRR?
Yes, no, Tutor Leo, to all our learners, teachers, no. Don't forget the quarter 3 exemplary tutors nomination. I-nominate na natin ang mga tutors natin na talaga nagpakitang gilas noong sa third quarter, no. So as you can see, you can scan the QR code to nominate your ETUlay tutor, at ito ay from April 18 to 23 2022 lamang, Tutor Leo. Ayan. So boto na tayo, ha. Ayan, no, para sa mga kabataan natin na hindi bumoboto, dito muna tayo bumoto para malaman natin paano ang pagboto. So i-click lamang 'yan, or kaya i-scan or i-copy yung ano natin, yung link na 'yan para makapag-vote tayo. Ayan, Tutor Leo.
Okay. So, kinuha namin ang information from the books of Disaster Readiness and Risk Reduction, ADM, Section 4A, Calabarzon. So, another references na pinagkuhanan namin ng tinuro namin sa inyo ay redcross.org.ph, www.boanews.com. Okay? Paano pa, Tutor
Ayan.
Edson?
And of course, don't forget, no, our second semester school year 2021-22 ETUlay team, mahusay senior high school science and technology. Ayan, together with our physical science tutor Lester and tutor Away, ayan, tutor Nell, no, from Monday, no, 4 to 4:40 in the afternoon, kasabay ng DRRR disaster readiness and risk reduction with tutor Edson, yours truly, tutor Echo and tutor Leo. From Monday din yan, no? 4 to 4:40 ng hapon. And of course, don't forget the empowerment technologies with tutor Jomar and tutor Janelle from 4:40 to 5:20 in the afternoon, and the general biology same time with tutor Esther and tutor Tina. Ayan, tutor Leo. And of course,
At meron
ayan, tutor Leo.
tayong QR code. Kung may gusto kayong ipaalam sa amin, comment or feedback, scan nyo lang po ang ating QR code. So, nasa screen na. And, okay, huwag kayong aalis mga ka-DRR, mga anak. At meron pang tayong empowerment technology with Tutor Jane and Tutor Junel, and General Biology 2, Tutor Esther and Tutor Tina.
Ayan, so don't forget again, no, to watch every Monday sa Team Mahusay. Hindi lang tuwing Monday kundi mula Lunes hanggang Sabado dito sa DepEd ETUlay. Mapapanood kami sa Facebook Live at sa YouTube Live, okay? Ayan, sa Educational Technology Unit ng Department of Education. Okay, Tutor Leo? So maraming salamat muna, Tutor Leo, sa aking principal, kay Doc Babylin Manuel, no? At sa mga guro naman kay high school, at sa mga estudyante natin, no? Ayan, kay Donna, kay Crisport, kay Ezekiel, kay Kiana, kay Mary Ann, at sa mga guro na nakaantabay ngayong hapon na to. Muli, ako po si Tutor Edson mula sa SDO Mabalacat City.
At bago ako magpaalam, Tutor Edson, binabati ko pa rin ang aking principal sa Aurora Senior High School, Ma'am Elsa S. Ringor, together with Ma'am Ruby Guillermo, with my head, Ma'am Ludilyn Corpus, and to all students over there na nasa bahay nila, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. This is your tutor, Sir Leo Pianghel from SDO Isabela. Maraming salamat!
Maraming salamat po at magkita-kita tayong muli sa susunod na Lunes. Paalam!